Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading. This reading is going to be on Kanye West and Drake. Before we get into the reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. There has been rumors, people have been sending me posts that, Drake refollowed Kanye and they are friends again, blah, blah, blah. So before we get into anything, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram, ashmiracle_. Okay? So let's start off with this. What's the energy around Drake and Kanye West? What is going on with Drake and Kanye West? What is the energy around Drake and Kanye West? Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you. The connection, the rebuilding of a connection, and if you guys watch my recent Certified Lover Boy reading that I did a few days ago, I said that Drake was going to be reconnecting or making amends with people. That's like kind of what he does all the time. Like when he's dropping something, he reconnects with people. If you notice, like, during 2016, he reconnects with Rihanna, okay? After she was prancing around town with Travis Scott, he did the same thing with Meek Mill in 2018. I just be noticing that he is the reconnecting king. And right now, he already reconnected with Nicki during the Certified Lover Boy era, okay? And now Kanye. And then also during Scorpion, he reconnected with Camel Face too. He was at the concerts and stuff like that. So the Six of Wands, this talks about public recognition, okay? This talks about public recognition, doing things for, praise. So in a sense, from Drake's standpoint, he feels like it is better to kind of make amends with Kanye for public recognition. He knows that it's going to garnish a lot of attention. So everything Drake does is very strategic, okay? We also have the Hermit card. This talks about withdrawal. This talks about secrets. So he's not fully going to connect with Kanye how he used to. He's not going to be telling him his business like how he told him that, he had a child. He's not going to be opening up to him like that. It's almost from a business standpoint. We also have, the Knight of Cups in reverse. This talks about when somebody can be emotionally manipulative, okay? When somebody does things strategically, and that's the energy of Drake. He's very strategic when he does stuff. He likes to pull on people's heartstrings, and he knows people are going to be hyped if him and Kanye make amends, okay? And let's also be quite honest. There were rumors that they were supposed to release, at the same time, okay? And he doesn't want that energy of competition. He doesn't want to compete with Kanye. He more of whether, do a collaboration and be like, what, we can make amends and, we're going to get a lot of money and a lot of praise from the general public for doing so. We also have, the Five of Wands here. This talks about inner conflict, okay? Not fully trusting someone, okay? So they both don't fully trust each other. On Kanye's side, he doesn't really trust him. And on Drake's side, he doesn't fully trust him because, he believes that Kanye told Pusha T about Adonis, okay? The Four of Wands, this talks about success, okay? So if they collaborate, that album, because they have a joint album in the stash, Kanye already talked about that, or any singles that they do is going to be very successful, okay? And then the Queen of Pentacles is here. This is definitely Kanye West's energy, and he kind of is a person where he looks at Drake as his little brother, or nurturing type of relationship. Like, I kind of like to watch out for you. I don't want to be at odds with you, okay? A nurturing type of relationship. And then we also have the Fool card here in reverse. It talks when somebody kind of pretends to be innocent. And that's the energy of how Kanye kind of feels about Drake. Somebody that kind of pretends to be innocent or does underhanded things. But Drake is looking at this reconnecting with Kanye West from a business standpoint, okay? It's almost like the same thing he did with Meek. You know, he made up with Meek, publicly brought him out on stage so everybody knew about it. And then, you know, he did a song with him, and then you really don't see them together like that. That's not his friend, that's not his buddy, but he did it because he knew that it would garnish a lot of attention, okay? After they publicly beefed for like 2 years. So Drake is being strategic. Let's see, how does Jay-Z feel about Kanye West and Drake reconnecting? Because if y'all remember, Kanye West put on Twitter like 4 years ago that Jay-Z did not want Kanye West and Drake to do a collaboration. Remember, they had an album coming out, but Jay-Z didn't want that to come out because he was rocking with Meek Mill. So let's see, how does he feel about it? Okay, so he knows that they're doing it for music purposes. You know, the Three of Cups is here. This talks about, you know, collaboration. This talks about friendship. This talks about working with someone. The Strength card is here too, in reverse. This talks about being weak-minded. So he kind of feels like Kanye is easily influenced, or he can be easily manipulated, okay? That's the energy I'm picking up on. We also have the Six of Cups. This talks about lack of playfulness. We also have the Nine of Cups in reverse. This talks about not being happy, not being satisfied. So Camel Face kind of feels like Drake is using Kanye. Like I said before, they were supposed to release around the same time. And I said yesterday, not yesterday, I believe on Tuesday, that Drake did not want to compete with Kanye. On Instagram, I said it. He did not want to compete with Kanye. He knows that Kanye has a big chance of going #1. And, you know, Drake pushed back the album several times, okay? Where is it? We also have the King of Pentacles. This talks about abundance. This talks about when somebody also is financially or money obsessed, cares about being #1, cares about money. So he feels like Kanye is being used by Drake. That's the energy I'm picking up on. He's being used, being manipulated, being coerced, okay? So that's how Camel Face feels. How does Jay-Z feel about Drake? How does Jay-Z feel about Drake? Because that's kind of interesting. He feels that, you know, Kanye West is using him. Not using him, Drake is using Kanye. Ooh, all these cards want to pop out. So how does Jay-Z feel about Drake? Aubrey Drake Graham. They don't really have a close-knit relationship. Okay, we have the Two of Cups here in reverse. This talks about disharmony. So they don't really like conversate like that. It's almost like, if anything, is for business. The Ace of Cups finds Drake to be very lucrative from a business standpoint. The Ace of Cups, this also talks about, you know, having love for somebody, but not really necessarily caring about them. Like, I got love for you. I think you're a great artist, but I don't necessarily care about you like that, okay? Because we all know that Camel Face only cares about money and people that he makes money off of. Let's just be honest. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's talking about bitterness. He has bitterness towards Drake, okay? 10 of Cups in reverse. It talks about a struggling relationship. Okay, so they've never had a close-knit relationship. And then we also have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about missed opportunities. Missed opportunities, not being able to fully, you know, gain something from someone, okay? So he feels like, you know, we had missed opportunities. We could have made a lot of money together, or, you know, maybe a business deal didn't go through. So that's how Camel Face feels, okay? I want to see how Kim Kardashian feels. How does Kim Kardashian feel about Drake and Kanye West making up? Kim Kardashian. Let's just see. How does she feel about Kanye West and Drake making up? Okay, yeah, she feels like Drake is using Kanye also. The Emperor card is here in reverse. This talks about misuse of power, somebody kind of working strategically. This also talks about like poor planning, okay? Not really thinking about the, you know, consequences in the long run. So she kind of feels like Kanye West shouldn't get too close. We also have the Five of Swords. This talks about past resentments, but this also talks about making amends. So she kind of figured that eventually they would. But the Five of Swords, this talks about, rekindling, but also I have resentment towards you. So she kind of feels like Drake will always have resentment towards Kanye West. And then we have the Tower card here. This talks about a transitioning period. This talks about trying to avert disaster. So she kind of feels like Drake is trying to, I guess, do what I said before, doing things for the public, trying to get public recognition, averting disaster, certified lover boy coming out the same time, or a single coming out the same time as Kanye West's album. He wants to avert disaster. He'd rather collaborate and instead of making it a competition type of thing, okay? And then the World card is here. This talks about life cycles, okay? So she felt like they were going to be cool eventually, but she does feel like Drake is using Kanye West. Same thing as Camel Face. So anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. I hope you have an amazing day and have a great week. Okay, 2 more days. I think Thursday and Friday, and then the weekend is here. Bye.